Cullinan has subsidiaries operating in the tourism and leisure sector. It's controlled by the Tollman family through the global Travcorp Group.
Right, so locally listed, but the dominant shareholding is through the foreign offshore company Travcorp, which was founded by the Tollmans, and that owns things like Kontiki, Trafalgar, and some other cruise operations globally. And then their Southern African assets are in Cullinan, a little bit illiquid. Michael Tollman runs it here, but the brands they operate here are all of your inbound tourism brands and a bit of travel agency business as well.
Market cap 1.2 billion rand, price to earnings ratio of 19.3 and a dividend yield here of 0.6 or 0.7% rather.
So the local brands are things
Paul,
like
this is something that you're very affair with.
Hilton Ross and Springbok Tours, Springbok Atlas, that's the word I'm looking for. Penn Travel and Thompson Tours, you know, these are businesses that are
So we're also looking at a liquidity problem on the stock?
Yeah, very much so. Very, very inactive.
Does inactive mean we're going to stop the
Well,
conversation?
and that's because the Travcorp Group down the top there owns, I don't know, 65% plus or something of the shares. There's very little in public hands.
Joseph, this one doesn't strike your fancy, does it?
Well, he says, I mean, listen to Paul, there's no enough free float there for people to lay their hands on it. Certainly from a brand's perspective in terms of the travel agents, everybody knows Trafalgar, everybody knows the Thompsons. So certainly they've got the brands, but I think...
But if they had the liquidity, they would be an attractive proposition. Is that what you're saying?
Certainly, it could be, you know, but if you look also in terms of their sales are not that bad. But I think from a liquidity perspective, you see the share over the last 3 years is just one way downward. So you need to start finding
Part
out
of the problem, and I'm thinking that might have been what happened in 2014, 2015, is a lot of their money is made like bringing groups of tourists in from Asia to South Africa. And remember we had the drama with the foreign visa requirements where you couldn't get a visa unless you went to Beijing, and or the idea that you had to bring unbridged birth certificates and all that stuff. I don't even know where that issue is right now. Has it been rescinded?
Well, I just take my unabridged birth certificates everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I have to admit. And they're still checking at the border post. So I don't know what the rules and regulations say, but they definitely ask if you're wanting to go off to Mozambique.
Yeah, we know stories, horror stories of people arriving with their kids then being sent on the plane home because they didn't have the right paperwork, foreign people that don't even...
So as a precaution, take those certificates with you and any other certificates that you have available.
Anyway, I think they're sort of getting past that, but the bookings have been mixed as a consequence of that particular development.
Hot or not on this, Joseph?
I think I'm going to miss it. Not hot.
Oh, hot?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that share chart over 5 years belied the fact that there wasn't much trade going on. So that's never a plus. Also quite small-ish.
Flat for a while.
But, you know, something for people to consider if they know the
What does that mean? Is that hot or not? Something
No,
for
I'd say not
people to
hot.
consider. Exactly.